Hey there everybody, Decaff here from YSFlight headquarters.com, and today we are doing a YSFlight scenery editor map review. Today we are talking about one of my most favorite maps in YSFlight, and this is the El Centro map by Talon. There is a modified version by SC for a airshow. So there's a couple different versions that you might find out there. I highly recommend that you go and look at all of them. Really, the only difference is one is set up more for air shows. It has some features in there. So here we have a really cool map. It's not very big, but it is big enough that we can practice some really cool flying for acrobatic and airshow demonstrations. I highly recommend that you get this map. It is beautiful and gorgeous. It has a very similar style to Airborne, a little less precise, I would say, in just the way that these guys are laid down, but it's a very similar style where it's putting color splotches on top of the background color and using the background color as, or the ground color, sorry, as the underlaying way to look at this. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We're going to draw and put in the draw ground and sky option here, and you can see that we have a nice a nice tan going off into the distance there. We have some elevation grids over here to sort of box in the map on one side, and we have some color schemes that work really nicely with everything in there. Notice in here we have little buses down here. That is set up to be for the air show. So if you're flying around practicing for your air show or actually flying your air show, you'll find that you will need some reference. So if you want to line up with the runway, you go ahead and turn on your radar and you'll be able to see these buses in there, and that'll help you line up to the along the runway and going across the runway directions. So that's a pretty standard way to do this. In here we have a very minimal airport, but it is very effective. It has enough detail and enough differences in here that it looks and feels very much like a real runway and airport setup. Really straightforward, pretty cool to look at. Almost casually put together, but the way everything flows together, everything just works really well. This is one of my favorite maps in YSFlight. It's an absolute joy to fly around on and just take in the scenery. So I hope you'll download this, enjoy flying around on it, maybe practice some airshow routines, and maybe join in at the next YSFlight airshow. So I hope to see you then, and I hope you'll be able to take away some tips and tricks from this video and from Talon's map. So until then, have fun.